Hello everyone, Praise here. Welcome back to more of Metroid Prime 4. Last time we kind of got out here to the overworld and started just messing around doing the open world exploration bit of the game. Today might be a little bit more of that before I commit to something. Or we might just continue this whole color the numbers of the map, or aka fill in the whole map, while on this bike, while just looking for anything interesting. We have found 2 missile upgrades we could get at so far during this method, so it's not like it's unfounded. That is cool looking out there. What is that? Have I been out there? Hitting the wrong button, by the way. Have I been out there? Oh, we are almost outside with the outside loop. Huh. That's a lot smaller than I thought. So yeah, we're just going to keep coloring in the map, as you can see here, and keep moving on from, and then we'll pick an area. I might just take the game suggestion and go to the volcano area. I mean, I'm no stranger to doing dumb things for Big Rock. I'm no stranger to doing dumb things for, yeah, damn it. I'm no stranger to doing dumb things for collectibles, or for progression, or doing dumb things that are way above my pay grade and just stubbornly bashing my head against the wall to get through it. The albatross I still have hanging around my neck from that statement. By the way, I see something in the sands out here. I shouldn't get distracted, but I'm going to get distracted by this glowing thing out here. Aha! Approach slowly. Be ready to strike. Okay, that's what I wanted to strike. The albatross I hang around my neck is beating the Valkyrie Queen in God of War 2018. I think it's 2018 anyway. Being the Valkyrie Queen in that particular God of War game on Give Me a Challenge difficulty when it was my first God of War game I had ever played. That is an albatross I'm going to hold dear and hold true as to like that. Yeah, I'm still gamer. Okay. I didn't read what the factoid about that was, by the way. The things I say, yeah, that has been warped by other people's comedy or creations will damn me one day. It is... I can't tell what part it is. Is it a shoulder piece? A shin guard? It might be a shin guard. Anyway, ooh, an inside. Okay. How would one... Because I kind of see what I have to do. It's a ball track. I don't think I can jump that high. In any facet, I don't think I can jump that high. So, some way, there's a missile tank in there. I'm going to do another lap of this place now that I actually am paying attention. Seeing if there is... Well, that's not going to help me look. Seeing if there's like a discrete way inside using rolling. That's probably too small to go inside, isn't it? Yep. But there is a missile pack inside of here. I'm just going to see if there is like a... Ah, hello. If there's a direct way inside. Okay, well, something electric once again. Something I don't have. So yeah, to get that, I would need a surge of electricity. So, once again, we come to our handy-dandy map, get a marker, place down a missile tank marker there, and we're going to move backwards to the main map. Make sure I'm going the right way. I'm going to fill in this little grid square. Damn, I got knocked off of that immediately. Because I'm pretty sure that that door would open up and it would pop out here. Although I don't know how I would get in there. I want to look at this. I want to look at this and see like where... Okay. I don't understand how it's connected. Anyway. Let me turn left, fill in this grid over here. Let me fill in this square over here, and then we'll continue our circle around the outside of the map. There. Did I get it? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Just go in a clockwise fashion around the outside. And then, again, we're going to spiral inward and clean that stuff out. This is where I was, and then I saw the shiny on the map and got distracted. Alright, back on track. Back on task even. I'm not going to be a fool and try and jump out to those rocks, because I feel like I would need at least a triple jump to go out to those rocks way out there. Although that right there is something I can jump through. And I'm even being enticed. Oh, look at this. Perfectly balanced and precipice-like. Ready for my AI missed. That was an energy tank. There was a missile in there, and I missed it. No, pun definitely not intended. I wonder. I actually have an idea for getting that missile tank. Bots. There. So there was a little bean sprout pod thingy out here in this area. Somewhere. Where was it? There it is. Got him. So I need to be a little more direct with my approach on this. But I have a theory on how I can get around this. This is going to be so stupid if it works the other way. Let's try it without this boost, because I have an idea. Okay, the idea failed. So I think it is designed to actually boost there. I thought I could just jump off the bike and then double jump from there to get it. Let's just line this up. I'm not a complete fool. Just mostly one. Rewarded for doing cool things. More video games should do that. Reward you for doing cool things. This is definitely an edge of the map. Yeah, we're not doing anything over there. Something else with the control style about the bike that I'm noticing here while I'm doing like very minute maneuvers. Ooh, using bigger words. Scooter brain big, yes. Something I'm noticing about the bike's controls while I'm maneuvering some of the doing some of the outer bits is that wait, was that energy? What did I just pick up? What did I just pick up? Doing some of these outer bits of map exploration is that what is it? Hold on. I'm going to scan this so I can figure out what the hell this is. Let's look at this one, because it's closer. What is this? Oh, it's boost charge. Okay. So the birds are also here to restore stuff, not just the plants. Control-wise for the bike, like, I'm going to use this in terms of, like, you know, a stand... Fine, I'll just do it this way. Using, like, racing game terminology or, like, how it works is, like... I guess the best way I can provide the answer is, like, playing Kirby Air Ride. So, like, you will always turn left or always turn right. You can't, like, point a direction and go that way. Like, I'm going to pull down and now I'm suddenly reversing. So you do have to function as though you are Samus driving this thing. You can't just be like, oh, well, I'm going to go crane my head around to look at things. Haha. You can't be like, oh, well, I'm just going to point a direction I want my bike to go, and it's going to go that way. Haha. Okay, so we've technically been out here, but I don't feel like we have. Let me do a jump. Okay, we have been out here and done this. I just haven't explored this very intimate corner of the map yet. Yeah, we're starting to see green like this, so we have seen the very edge of the map. We've seen the top of the mountain, and it is good. As is doubly indicated by the fact that there's all this, hold on, is this going to tell me that this is depleted crystal? Yeah, it does nothing now, so... But yeah, we've done this corner. So now we can do an inner loop. Now, I don't know what an inner loop is going to look like at this point, considering this is a very vast desert. But it will involve a lot of pushing the minus button, and then kind of, sort of, guiding myself in a general line. Being like, okay, this feels like I'm filling in. And it's kind of hard to like there's no indicator that says, oh, you filled in this square. Like I've missed this square because I am not touching it yet. So there's a boost flower there. And even if I don't visit a square, I might still miss some crystals. Like this feels like crystals I've missed. Yes, they are green. They are green, therefore I have missed them. Alright, so go along the right side of this crane thing that made me sad before. Now, considering there's birds everywhere and whatnot, and I have other ways to get my boost back, I still don't feel like I'm gonna use the boost system all that much in this game, just purely based on the fact that, you know, just mainly because, you know, I want to make sure I don't miss something just by recklessly driving. Maybe in areas like this where I can tell I'm not making any progress. Oh boy. Just in areas like this where I can tell I'm not making any, get a 5-bird combo, baby! Let's see. But in areas like, what was it? I'm not going to use the boost all that much, I think. Just because I feel like I could miss stuff. And also for the fact that, you know, for map completion, I want to make sure I touch everything. And I guess a minor complaint I have right now is that I guess you can kind of tell where a map grid ends because there is like a hard ridge. There's like some kind of hard ridge near a corner of the map that's just like, hey, here's the edge of a honeycomb. Oh god, maybe not in all cases, but in most. My right ear is itching. This is bad. I'm just gonna let Samus slow to crawl here while I handle the itchy ear situation. Ugh. But I do kind of wish there was like something like, hey, here's where the edge of a grid piece is, and use that to your advantage, dum-dum. I just want to make sure I'm kind of driving. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of driving the direction I want to be. And don't worry, like, there may be like, maybe one more episode of this at most while I do this before I can start highlighting certain things. But the main point is to fill in, again, color dinosaur, fill in the edges of the map as much as possible. So we don't have to do stuff like this multiple times over. While it's just like, oh hey, here's a thing here, here's a thing here. I want to get... I don't know. There's a part of me that's just like, hey, I want to get 100% map completion out here in the Arid Wastes. I'm going to call it the Arid Wastes. It has a name. It's right there. Soul Valley. I do want to get, like... Hold on. Did I see that before? Oh, that's the thing to... We'll get that next pass. I see the shiny. We'll get that next pass. Oh, wait. I can see them now. Oh, I thought I could see them. The map fooled me. What was the button to hide the map? There was a button to hide the map. Well, that's the discus. I was thinking there's another button to, like, toggle the map to have it make more sense. Anyway. Actually, let me... Okay, this is going to be stupid. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to careen this way. Did I hit it? I hit it. Alright. But yeah, I do want to have the map, like, mostly highlighted. Just in that event that the map, like, I get guided to something. And then the map's like, hey, go here, stupid. And I can be like, okay, I stupid. I go here. It's just to make further exploration much more streamlined. And also, so if you guys jump in at any one specific part in general, you don't have to wait for an idiot to figure things out. We'll leave that honeycomb open while I just jump into a pit. Hooray, pit! Although it does... It feels like this center area... It does have... Oh. What if I went to the obvious thing that highlights where we're going? Durr. I'll drive back around to that in a minute. We're going to go into that facility shortly. I just want to make sure I get as much of these corners as I can. Almost. Hi, buddies. Okay, we got those, so flip it around. And I guess I'll cut around as... Hey, I see something. No, I see something underneath there. Hold on. That is 100% something I might be able to even get. Okay. I'm definitely supposed to be able to drive up here, but, you know. Just take it all with a grain of salt at this point. That's another one of those. Okay. I'm just blind firing this. This is probably a bad idea. Okay. Can I throw that in there? That does nothing. Okay, that looks more like a return chute than anything. Can I get a scan on you? Too far away. Okay. I'm only going to try this once because it's like hanging on the edge of death. That felt grabbable. Oh, it's grapple points. Damn it. Okay, never mind. My expedition was for folly. So, I know there is something here. So, again, this is also a little bit for me.
Are there any other areas you can enter? Have you surveyed the volcano yet?
I'll get there in time. I'm looking for a marker. I'm going to put this right there. And that'll remind me that there's something there. So, alright. Bike, can you get me out of this hole? You can. You are a mountain bike, apparently. Yeah, so whatever that mechanic is to get into that tube, I can't do it yet. Hi. Bye. You made a mistake coming near me. I still am not noting those green rocks, by the way. I've just realized. Would the smart play be go up on that shelf? I think the smart play would be go up on that shelf and then reconvene back to the touring of the center. Yeah, that's the play. All right. So don't jump over, but follow this ridgeline. Actually, drive around the outside of this ridgeline. Well, I don't think they're Happy Birds. The sequel to Angry Birds, Happy Birds. 6-hit combo, let's go! 6-piece combo! Sorry, I love doing dumb things like that. Let me actually look down around underneath here too. Okay, it looks like it's just for a boost. That is the edge of the map. Okay. So don't worry, in the future we'll be a little more direct with stuff. I'm going to see if I can't careen around the outside of this thing here. That's got to get annoying, by the way. Don't worry. I can tell it's annoying by me saying it. Be the one saying, you know, me being, you know, super worried about offending people or scaring people off. And it's like, don't worry, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I know it's annoying. It's annoying to me and I'm saying it. At some point it won't be as annoying. That looks like an arena of some kind. That's very large and open. There might be a Boaz out there at some point. But like just driving around this arid desert, I don't know. It's cool. And damn it. It's cool, but I do see the issue that a handful of people had in the fact that it feels like the music would definitely help speed up, alleviate some of this problem, so to say. Flip it around. Being able to speed through the desert would or have music would actually alleviate some of this issue with exploration that a lot of folks are having. And I'm saying this is somebody who's played through Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom with nothing but the ambient music that the ambience and lack of music that game has. I've done that just fine without an issue, but for some reason when you're on something fast like this, like if I was walking around on foot, it'd be even more miserable. But if I was walking around this desert on foot, I probably would be not as worried, especially if it was a lot more dense with things to do. But as it sits right now, this does not feel like... Something about this feels wrong. Let's see. Okay, I went a little off base there. How many piece combo can we get? Oh, looks like caps out 6-piece combo. And now I'm just making you crave chicken. That's really all I'm doing at this point. Just, 6-piece combo. You want the chicken. Get to the chicken.
Get the chicken, yes. You wanted the chicken.
I'm getting loopy and goofy. Pulling back the curtain. I'm going to pull back the curtain because I like to do this. Because I do this every now and again with the curtain. I like to rip it back and be like, haha, surprise! The real winner was you, the viewer. I'm recording this right now shortly before Christmas of 2025. Which should worry you, because considering Fire Emblem is still going by the time I'm recording this. Fine, let me get the 6-piece combo again. Okay, turn up! North, rather. Then as soon as we hit that grid. Actually, you know what? Just to make this a little bit easier, let's go this way a little bit. Just make sure I head mostly straight this way. I should... If everything wasn't honeycomb shape, I probably would use the whole, I probably would use actually the compass a little bit more to dictate my directions. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see if I'm going due west. I am going due west. I kind of want to boost, not going to lie. Yeah, because I'm recording this right before Christmas. I'm trying to get a lot done for Christmas so I can kind of get some of my thoughts on games from the year 2025 to put together for the top 10 video. And this is one of the games I want to consider on my list. So I am recording a lot of this, which does kind of dampen the overall experience, so to say. Can I go straight north? No, I have to go like north by northeast. Something like this? Something like this. Yes. This won't be a perfect one-to-one trace, by the way. But yeah.
If you're not sure where to go, you can always call in and ask me. You can reach me through the radio command on the map.
I'm good, Mackenzie. I want to be here. I want to do this. I realize you're just trying to help, but I know what I'm doing right now. All right, let's get this going a little bit faster and get some bird combos along the way. All right, we're gonna want to head a little bit more north here in a minute. Actually, let's just start turning north a little bit now. There we go. Proceed due north at this point. So, like, yeah, this game is on my list of things I want to consider as well as one other thing. And then games that I want to play for myself are also on the list. So, kind of why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it right now is I want to make sure that, like, when it comes to, you know, top whatever video that I'm going to put out for 2025, I actually have considered all the options that I've been anticipating at the very least. Now, there is a glowy right there that is part of my areas of interest. So I'm just going to drive straight over to that minor glowy. Oh, that's an underground cache again. We know what this is, right? It's a cold unit. All right. Okay, put myself almost directly east, right? Almost directly east, and let's ride. And now I can feel a little better about going. Now I can feel a little bit better about using some of this stuff. 3-piece combo, let's go. Give me some boost. I mean, I'm not going to stop letting go of the gas. I appreciate you giving me boosts to make this a little bit easier, but I now have like a map system worked out. But yeah, like this game, a couple other games that I want to play personally to like damn it, I pushed the wrong button. I meant to look at the map. Because I do want to fill in this square before I get distracted even further. I'm so used to pausing the game. You'll have to forgive me. Listen, I'm just going to get to this cliffside right here. And then turn around. That bird is stuck in the ground, by the way. Anyway. But yeah, there's a handful of games I still want to consider for my, you know, Game of the Year contenders, all that jazz. So, like, I'm because I've been so swamped with other things and other playthroughs and whatnot on the channel, like, I've been at least trying to sample the games I want to consider. So I have that available to me. Come on, count this. Damn it, I have to go down there. Oh, I'm actually stuck too. Alright. There, I'm no longer stuck, and tell me I got that. Okay. Actually, I'd go under that overpass anyway. There's no glowing thing here, so I feel a little better about this. Now, there's something out here. Piece of candy moment. Alright. Now we can perceive the piece of candy. And it is highlighted at least, so nothing new here. New? What is this? Oh, it's electric. Okay, so we'll come back to that at another time. So yeah, I am trying to handle a good chunk of games that are out there right now, or at least get a sampling of them to consider things. So I am being a little bit crunch time right now on myself. So I am incredibly loopy and scatterbrained. At some point, I'll be able to come back around and be like, ah, yes, this was all for... That looks like combat out there. Well, let's have a little fun. What are these things out here? Go away so I can focus. What are these sand dolphins of sorts? Oh, are they just indigenous creatures of sorts? Huh. I guess it's just a... Maybe I'll learn more about this area in due time, but right now it just does nothing. Alright, anyway. Let's head, I guess, back to this side of the crater. I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. So yeah, I am arguably in a little bit of a crunch time, so to say. And I'm... You know, I like to be very, very, you know, blunt with my viewers and be like, hey, this is why I'm doing things and why I'm as goofy as I am. Because I'm trying to handle some crunch. But also, if I look at the overall picture, there's not a whole lot left. Actually, this map is a lot more vertical. Oops, gotta turn around. I saw shiny on the map. I got distracted. A little more left. It's I don't know if it's how. Okay, that's a boost thing. I don't know how easy it is for you guys to see, but like, I can see these little white blips on the map in the upper right there, and that is basically, you know, ooh, piece of candy triggering my brain to do things just right. This is roughly the trajectory I want. Oh, is that a thing I've seen already on the left? Yes, it is. Is this in the grid I'm going towards? Close enough to it. I'm probably going to ruin my line, but I'm doing this anyway. Wait. That's a thing on the back. God, I hope there's not going to be something like this on every single one of these too. I found something! Ha ha! Yes, I understand. You figured after the third time this we've seen this, it would stop telling me this. Oh, thing. Oh, it's something I can go into. Rip that son of a gun down. Oh, I did think it was on it. Oops. So yeah. All I can say is, like, while we're doing some of this exploration, my apologies if I'm a little loopy and a little bit stupider than normal. I wish I had more, you know, pant leg time. Nintendo did say the mouse controls would work on pant legs, so we did. Oh boy. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna ransack all the green here while I'm here. I'm gonna feel really stupid if there's been like a collectible on the back of almost every single one of these shrines and I've just ignored it. I might take a moment, either at the end of an episode or something, and look at it. What do we got going on here? Secured by plate sheet class. Class can be released when they're surrounding pylons. Okay, so okay. By the way, this is awesome. The game is not teaching me how to do this. It's just me figuring it out. Okay, I've lifted it up. I wonder if there is an order of all this. Well, I'm going to put this back to status quo. There's one other thing I'm going to try. This probably isn't it, but I'm going to try it. Okay, it does nothing. I see. Let's see. Allies. Link to the device that activates when all the pylons are electrified simultaneously. Oh! Okay, I see what's going to happen here. So this is going to be a future thing. I shouldn't even do this. This is going to be a future thing where I'm going to, like, get an electric shot, and I'm going to be able to trace around the room with my electric shot and hit all that stuff. So this is a later thing. Gotcha. So this is exploration for later we'll do. Anyway. Yeah, you know, I think at this point I just got to explore some more. So I'll do a little exploration, and I'll come back to you when I hit something that is a highlight. But for now, everyone, I do want to thank you all so much for watching this episode of Metroid Prime 4. And come back next time when we will go... Well, we'll continue on our warpath across the desert. I might stop at some of these... Where are they? I might stop at a handful of these shrines that they have a backside to them and see if there is something else I can pull down. So that might be a lap. That might be something I'll just do that real quick. My exploration, or I guess I can't warp around. Yeah, you know, I'll make sure the map doesn't get filled in, but I'll go around areas we've been in and just go to those shrines, make sure there's nothing on the backside. So anyway, I'll see you folks next time. Take care. I got a little bit of work ahead of me right now. Hey, thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this game, you can find the series playlist right up here. Also, the algorithm thinks that you'll like this other video of mine. And lastly, if you want to keep up to date on when I upload anything new, click on this icon above me. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.